What's up, traders? Welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, your trading coach. We will be doing a live trading session, live analysis and live discussion that we do every trading day, Monday to Friday, and also on Sundays as well. So the market is really volatile, giving us nice looking trading opportunities. So you see that couple of trades already waiting for us. So let's look at the market. We'll see all of them. We'll analyze everything. If there's any trade during this live session, you definitely will jump on it. So make sure you stick till the end, and also let us know which one you are trading so we can discuss about it, and I'll give my own opinion. Also, you can share your own opinion in the live chat. Let us know how you're doing. Interacting will really help others also to learn more from you. So with that said, let's begin today's session. This is a London and New York session, live trading session. So let me look at firstly starting with gold. Again, we see that gold, as you have seen, we really back to back to profitable trade yesterday, one in this live session, the other one after live session in our VIP channel. Now what we see that gold giving us another bullish opportunity. This candle, which is closing 1 hour 26 minutes later, which is, you can see that gold in fact doing exactly as it is, as expected. Nice looking bullish price action. Now you can see that from this order block yesterday we bought, you remember, from here it has gone up well above. Now what it did today, if you look at the daily, you can see that the price just been tested this previous neckline, previous resistance zone with this narrow doji on the daily, turning support. And what I see that gold is creating another bullish momentum to the upside. If you closely look at, this is a 4-hour candles, very important, because on the 4-hour you see in fact a lot of volume. Each candle represents in fact a day worth of trading volume. Though it is a 4-hour, you will see that in most of the time the big boys, banks, they place their order early or before lunchtime. So normally a session's candle almost cover a day's worth of volume. So that's what we see, that gold in fact giving us a strong bullish price action. If you closely look at, you can see this price from this level, which is the previous resistance zone, turning support, creating multiple retest. It has done multiple retest, and we see that the price now slowly rejecting to the upside. So highly likely that what I think that gold is going to be bullish, which is high probability again. And the price action is doing exactly as it is. There is an impulse here, which is in fact a fake out to grab liquidity, and we have seen that the price in fact after that on this order block, where there is a huge support or demand zone for buyers, and from that resistance level here, okay, demand level, which is turning here, pardon me, supply level, which is turning here demand. And with that demand level, we have seen that gold started to bounce from here. Now with that bounce, what we have seen that gold now with that impulse, this is an impulse correction. Now this price action, you can see it's a typical bullish price action only in that zone. So this is now aligning with higher time frame with the lower time frame. Higher time frame is monthly, and daily is bullish, monthly, weekly, daily. Now on the 4-hour, we see that this is in fact a very strongly bullish market. So with that bullish price action, what we see that this is the current candle. So we see the price has come back to this support, and from there we have seen a bullish move. What I think that gold is likely to go up, and it might go to this zone this week, maybe tomorrow. There is only one one more trading day is tomorrow, as you can see. So today already is Thursday. So if we look at daily, we see that why it is showing weird, isn't it? Let me look at. Okay, it's a daily chart. If we look at the weekly, yeah, just got confused a little bit. Okay, on the weekly 1 day 10 hour, I was looking at daily and was thinking why it's showing me 10 hours, because I was thinking that weekly close is still 1 day remaining, isn't it? So anyway, on the intraday perspective, I think that, as you know, that there is a weekly close coming, so we might see a weekly close somewhere here as a doji, highly likely. So if I go back to gold weekly chart, what I would think that I think that gold this week, that means tomorrow and after tomorrow, might break this high and then could come back down again for a weekly close. So what I think that gold is likely to close as a weekly close as a doji. So with that in mind, if I go back to 4 hour again, so what we could see gold from here to continue to go up to this level, and from this zone we might see again next week coming back to this zone, which is this support here, and from here we might see again. So basically the price, as you can see, gold price moving in channel. If I draw this channel clearly, you can see that channel exactly. Now what I see that you can see this channel is being nice looking supported by this order block here on gold. Now with that support, the price penetrated this resistance level, created an overextended market on the monthly, and then we have come back to this level, created a consolidation, this resistance here turning support, nice looking price action, and has broken to the upside. Currently what it is doing is preparing for another flight to the upside. So for me, highly likely gold is bullish. Let me look at the chat, guys. Don't miss out any of the opportunity to interact in this live chat. And also guys, please give a big thumbs up. I'm gonna pause for 3 seconds so that everyone have time to give a big thumbs up. And also check out, if you subscribed or no, press that button with that button, and also press that bell button so that you don't miss out any of the updates that we are releasing every day to help you in your trading. It will be really helpful for you as well as for us as a trading academy, which you are supporting by subscribing and pressing the like button. And also we are committed to give you the best possible trading education and also trading content to help you in your trading. Thank you very much for your support and help. That looks amazing. Let me look at the chat. First to join, thank you, that's awesome. Favor, hi coach, Euro GBP, what's your thought? Yeah, I'll look at it. Euro GBP, no problems. Mina, good morning. Mila, thank you very much for joining. Haider, thank you very much. Haider Maldale, good morning coach. Learning a lot from your teaching. Thank you, Maldale. I know that you are our VIP students. Thank you very much. To just gold buy. Yeah, gold buy. For me, gold buy. I can't tell you what anything can happen in trading, but before this candle close, we might see some reversal, guys. Keep in mind, before candle close, gold might have a spike down again. Even it could break all this low and then could continue to rise. But long term means like today gold is buy. In my opinion, anything can happen in trading. I could be wrong. But in my analysis, in my idea, gold is bullish. How are you doing, coach? Royal, thank you very much. I'm good. Royal, please, oil and net gas, we'll look at it. Hi coach, how is your day? I'm good, thank you very much for asking. How is your day? Kakulan, hi, thank you very much. Maldel, I'm selling GJ, Euro J and Euro AUD, just bought Euro GBP. I will look at it. Euro GBP, I know it's looking bullish, but I'll look at again. As you know, the market changes very fast, and sometimes it might be difficult to grasp how it is doing. Rizwan, hello coach, hello traders, thank you very much. Agai, good day coach, thank you for your service, thank you for your appreciation and mention, thank you very much. Everything is for you guys. GBPUSD biggest spike coming up, I think so. Let's see. Krunal sir, are you familiar with cup with handle pull pattern, bull pattern? Yeah, I'm familiar of it. You can say any kind in market I'm familiar with, because you know that as I mentioned, that there was a time when I spent night and day watching live chart. See, there is a big difference between. I will recommend you to, if you have time, really will be helpful to watch 1 minute chart, but don't trade. Okay, the reason what I'm telling you to watch 1 minute chart is, see, when you do a back testing, what you will do is that that these candles that I say, dead candles, you see that, because during the lifetime of those candles you don't know what happened in the price. Let me give you an example. What do I mean by this? Let's say this candle. Okay, let's do the next one and try to focus actually when I'm replaying what's happening in the candle. Okay, this one, let me repeat that again. See, this candle close here, right? Next one open exactly here. Let me give a mark here. So the next one open here, right? Now what happened? You see, the price first open and then has gone up and then has come back down and then gone up and close. But normally when we explain, just for simplicity, what we see, that we say that open here and then come back down, created a lower high, and then has gone up, higher high, and then closed like that. But in fact, in live market, what this candle did is, I'm repeating again, it's very important that guys you understand, and then I'll explain why you should look at low just for watching 1 minute. You see that? So first, after opening, created a wick here and then has come back down here and then has gone up. So it is, in fact, this is a 4-hour candle, but in this 4-hour time period there has been a lot of up and down. But when you do the back testing, you will see as a bullish candle. So you don't know actually what's during the lifetime, what happened in that candle. But then what 1 minute's time frame, but I don't recommend to trade on 1 minute unless you have a strategy on that, but only to look at the the candles in 1 minute. What will happen is that, let's say a candle on the monthly or even on the 4-hour, the pattern, or in the daily, is the same as in the 1 minute. The pattern, the shape, how the price is moving during that 1 minute time period. So what will happen is that that our brain has enormous ability to understand the pattern, and that's what I used my brain for when I watched 1 minute chart day after day. So what happened is that when you watch the live market, because higher time frame, the problem is if you, let's say, if you even watch a 1-hour chart, you need to wait 4 hours to form a 4 candles, right? It's a tedious job. But if you look at 1 minute, then you might, if you, let's say, spend an hour, you can get 60 candles in 1 minute, and you'll see how the market is doing, forming that candles, how it is reacting to an important level, important structure, how it is doing the false breakout. Trust me, if you spend some time watching 1 minute candle, but don't jump on a trade, that I recommend if you don't have a strategy. That will be really helpful to understand real market structure. So with that in mind, on we are discussing on gold. I think I lost something where I was, but anyway, let's jump on the chat again. Good afternoon, coach. No problems. Euro GBP, I'll look at it. Sander, hi coach. Euro CAD analysis piece, absolutely no problems. Simon, good afternoon, sir, coach. Please, for the scalping class, I'll suggest we'll start next week. Yeah, we'll look at it, no problems. Thank you very much for your interest, no, sir. Oil, no problems. US30 trend, yeah, sir. I took gold buy. Is it correct? See, there is nothing correct or wrong in trading, but I'm in bull side, so I'm also in buy side. So yeah, it depends on. Hello, coach. Can you live forever? Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much. I'll live forever. In fact, you will also live forever. Thank you very much for your appreciation. Thank you. You are also amazing. What's your thought on NAS100? Thank you very much. Yeah, love you, coach. No problems. Okay. Love you too, guys. Also, thank you very much. This is very high energy when you even affirm that. It's very powerful. So let's jump on to some other pairs. Let's look at now euro dollar. Now euro dollar, as you remember that when I was posting the analysis, guys, the price was here, this candle. Okay, and this is what I was telling, that during the lifetime of this candle, it is very important for a trader to know live market, which is very important. And that is why you saw that when, let me replay the chart, when I was posting the analysis, I know that this market is coming back down, and that is why I posted this analysis, and the price did in fact exactly as it is. So let me replay the chart. You see that? So what it did first has gone up and then has come back down here, and this is what exactly expected. And that is why we piled up 2 positions on euro dollar as soon as the, and also I posted, you know, analysis on YouTube, guys, because I know that those who are not in our VIP Telegram channel also trading according to our Forex trading wizard analysis. So I tried to do as fast as I can so that it reach to you guys, so that you can, hopefully that you get made money from it. We in fact add, you see that this is how, when the analysis is done, I posted with clear explanation for the strategy, what is strategy being used, or TF strategy. And first, with the reverse buy limit, we bought 1 position here, and when the price was here exactly came to that point, I've added another buy position, which is both has gone in profit. So first one we closed with 2 times profit, the second one we still running in profit. So let me tell you now why I have thought that, so that you can copy that system, you can learn, and also you can earn and become a profitable trader. Now the first one was very tight, 2 times profit, it's closed here, the other one is still running in profit. So now if we turn on our TF indicator, you see that this is what I was talking about, to buy signal, exactly where it is our basically trend following strategy giving us this buy signal. So this indicator basically our TF strategy translated into a Python script. Now why did I came up with that idea of bullish is because if you closely look at euro dollar, let's do a full analysis, then we'll jump onto the lower time frame, exactly how we can add position. If you guys still not in this trade, maybe we can look at when we can find opportunity for buying. So looking at the monthly, now what we see that euro dollar, in fact, on the monthly perspective, this is a long-term now bullish market, though it was in a long-term bearish market, as you know that euro dollar. Now with that long-term bearish movement on euro dollar, we have seen that basically the price came to this support where we see series of higher low has been created on this zone. So with that series of higher low on euro dollar, the previous months we have seen this bullish candle, which is in fact a very powerful bullish candle, which has a wick at the top and also wick at the bottom, and also there is a body in the middle, which is in fact a healthy body, healthy bullish candle. Now with that bullish candle, as soon as this month open, we have seen after little retracement a bullish move happen on the monthly and has come back for a deeper retracement. Now even that if you replay the monthly chart, you see how the price moves. So on the monthly, what I have seen in my long experience, how the price move is, let's say when a monthly bullish candle starts, what it does like this, you see like this, and then first move it goes up monthly in the first week probably, or first couple of days, and it will come back down again. Okay, so when it will come back down, what it does, monthly candle, is it formed a long wick like that, or sometime you see that it will even come back like that, and then it bounce up again, go back and break the monthly high, created an overextended market like that, and then it has come back. So after going there, this is high, and again what it does, maybe second week or third week, you see it has come back down again, and then create a long wick, and then again fill that wick. That's how the monthly price action move over time. So from that perspective, as I know that this is the factors that I consider when I'm trading, just so I'm giving this information to you guys. When you see that this monthly candle has come back down, and we see that lower time frame bullish price action, we have gone up for bullish trade. Now looking at the weekly, now on the weekly perspective, as you can see, this is a long-term bullish market now. So this is the weekly candle that has exactly come to the previous resistance zone on the weekly, which is turning support, and we have seen a bullish move. Now on the daily, now this is where the main trade came on the daily. As you can see, there is a bullish engulfer strong, followed by today the market has come back down to this level, and then we have seen a strong bullish move. Now this is the candle that triggers, as you can see, if you closely look at, see, this is the trap that many traders might be falling on. This is in fact a bearish engulfer, which in fact has a liquidity grab in it. Okay, you see that this is the main factors that as a trader is very important to consider. Let me go back again. So this is many traders, even sometimes I fall in that trap. This happened in the past, so I learned from experience. So what I see that in fact, you see this has a liquidity grab in it and close back below, passing this narrow doji, completely has come back down and closed with a bullish engulfer, a bearish engulfer. Now then, why did I bought back to back two positions at the same time? The reason is trend is number one priority, higher time frame. If you look at the daily, always keep in mind, if you even don't look at, let's say, monthly, weekly, but if you look at daily, will give you even a clear direction in the market. Now the reason is daily time frame is very reliable, okay, in comparison with other time frames, because there are many swing traders trade on daily time frame. So if you have even a reasonable trading account, even a smaller, if you have the right skill, just trading half an hour a day in the daily opening and closing, set the trade, forget it. That's called set and forget a strategy. That's very perfectly available with us in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. You can live the most peaceful life ever possible in this world. That's why trading is so freedom once you gain the skill. And even as I mentioned, that's why I focus, I tell my students, don't get that caught up on making quick money, rather focus on learning and once you just settle, see, once your brain train, you learn to recognize the pattern, it becomes very easy for you to jump on a trade, get the profit out of the table. But at the same time, developing a trading psychology is crucially important, because trading psychology is the most important part of a trader. Keep in mind, not even the strategy. Trading psychology is the most important part of a trader. Now, trading psychology contains taking risk, being even a detach from a trade. Detach means, what do I mean by detach? For example, when money goes up and down, it definitely creates a reaction inside us, including myself. It's okay, because we earn this money by doing a hard job, right? It's a hard earned money, and everyone feels that emotion, including myself. But once you develop a faith that no matter what, I'm gonna make this money back. In the middle, you can try that. When I was losing money back in 2014, continuously, lost all the hopes, then I started to think, should I quit? Can't do anymore. There was a time, many times I thought that I quit. I'm not gonna trade anymore, many times. And then I come back again, and in the middle, I realized that, okay, how should I trade? Like, what should I think? Why this emotional response is coming to me? And then I applied a technique, is that instead of thinking that money is going out of my account, I start to think that the market is my account. So when I lose a trade, a smaller trade, then I start to think that, okay, money just gone to the market, it will come back to me. So once you develop the faith, you can think that way, that, okay, whatever, I'll make that money, because I have a strategy, I know proper risk management. So once you stay relaxed, even if you have a losing trade, then you will not, not only you, everyone like this, not like, you will not take a big risk. And that's how it is easy to remain calm and, faithful to the strategy, that it will work money. And that is why, that there is an extended back-tested session, that the strategy that we are teaching our students, so that they can see their own eyes how the strategy performing in different markets. So that's a huge benefit. Now, looking at 4 hour, we see that this bullish candle has been formed. Now, this is a nice looking bullish price action is being formed, and I think that euro dollar, as I mentioned earlier, is likely to be bullish in that way. And you can see that, what I think, that in this move, if you can hold the position for a long term, I would say that this level could be a zone where we can exit euro dollar trade, if you hold that. But as you know that, the second trade, as I mentioned, I have two positions totally. I have sent immediately. The first one I closed with 2 times profit with the students. The second one is still running in profit, and hopefully that will keep running. And if you really want to learn that strategy, trade with us in that way, and also have this indicator. This is our trend following strategy indicator. You can use it in TradingView or in MetaTrader 4, also available. You can join us to become an independent, professional, profitable trader, where you can make money in autopilot. So let's jump on to, keep in mind, guys, at the same time, a disclaimer is that everything in this live session is for educational purpose. If anyone, this is not any kind of investment advice, and no one can give guarantee to anyone that to make money, because make money is basically depending on our own psychology. But we give a strategy, we give trade alert, everything, an environment, everything which is proven and back tested, depending on you how you will take the information. So with that in mind, let me look at gold again, and then we'll jump on to other pairs. So what we see that on the intraday perspective, gold back to back, this support is being respected as I mentioned, and now with that bullish candle, what I think that gold will continue to go up. As you can see, there is an impulse and then there is a correction here. So this triangle on the intraday perspective after this impulse is in fact a bullish pattern. So basically what you see that, let's say an impulse, this is the triangle, and with that triangle we already have seen a false breakout down. You can see there is a liquidity gap. Now we can expect it to break to the upside. Let's see what happened in the progression of this session. As you have seen in yesterday's live session, we had a good trade, and after the live session also we closed we opened another gold trade just yesterday, and that also came out to be profitable. So let's look at now the chat, guys, how you are doing. So thank you for gold, thank you very much. Is this new at 5:30 initial jobless claim? The news has I think today we do not have maybe news today. Let me look at Forex Factory. Okay, so what we see that later today there is no news today. So tomorrow upcoming core PPI and preliminary consumer sentiment. So that news a very very good news, and definitely we'll have another amazing trade tomorrow in this USD news, because we do have a strategy that also I explained in this live session also, that we can trade news. So I mean, not during the news, how the news creates the price action, that's how we trade. So what we will be doing is this one we will be trading in this live market also. There are two news coming up tomorrow on USD. So there's no news today so far. Okay, we'll look at what happened. So thank you. Go okay, coach. What's on GBPJPY? Yeah, we'll look at it. Coach, Euro USD trend, please. Euro USD to me is bullish. I see that the price action is bullish. Prince, I'm in South Africa. I keep asking question about. Have you ever answered my questions when? Prince, I don't know actually. Sorry about that. What's your question? Definitely we will be answering your question. Let me know in the live chat. Okay, I'll just let the agent to forward it to me, then I'll be answering the question. We apologize if your question has not been answered yet. Rajib, good evening, coach. I'm joining tomorrow as your students. Rajib, you are welcome. Thank you very much. You are welcome to Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Amazing. Thank you very much. Good afternoon from Kenya. Are you doing a great job? No problems. Thank you very much. Euro GBP, my friend. Okay, let me look at Euro GBP. Okay, so Euro GBP back to back to bullish doji as expected. Basically what it did, Euro GBP, this is it as I mentioned, it was supposed to go from here, but it has come back down. This is basically a momentum gain. So Euro GBP is bullish favor. I would say that this, you see this red candle is basically a liquidity gap, and I think that it is heading to this level. As I mentioned yesterday, this is daily chart on Euro GBP. Now the reason I'm thinking is bullish, as I mentioned during the London session as well, if we look at the monthly, what we see that on the monthly perspective is you see there is a long doji on the monthly, and with that long doji, the price has broken back to back 3 months low. Okay, so when it came to that level, which is in fact an overextended market, that market does all the time, as I mentioned. Now highly likely euro gbp should go at least to this level, or even it could have a big jump to the upside. Why? The reason is, this is monthly chart. It grabbed liquidity from here. Okay, we might see, I think, a big jump on euro gbp, because there is nothing here to stop this price. And because you see that this is an impulse on euro gbp on the monthly, a big impulse, and then has come back down to this level. Now impulse, big correction, now we can expect another impulse at least halfway through. So we might see a big jump on euro gbp. Looking at the weekly, we can see that the price action also on the weekly is bullish, because if you closely look at, this is an order block with this doji. The price basically is supporting that resist. So this resistance here, support here, support here, support here. So what we see, that the price basically from this support, we could potentially see, I think that we might see a big move. Because there is another reason is, if you look at this weekly chart on euro gbp, we see that there is in fact a long wick on the weekly. Now when you see this kind of long wick, the price normally doesn't leave that long wick unchecked. We can expect, so it's a long-term view, but on the short-term side, what I think that it's forming, you can see it has come back down like that, forming to this level. Now it is forming an inverted head and shoulder on the daily, but before it goes fully bullish, we might see a little bit of up and down. But for the time being, this is the daily candle, as you can see. And if you closely look at it, you can see there is no wick at the bottom. Okay, so let's say how I will be trading for euro gbp. Let's say if this daily candle, as an example, close exactly like that, which is still 8 hours to go, right? Then what the price might do is, it might come back down to this exactly below this daily level, above this red candle wick, and this zone is $1 million zone. If euro dollar comes here, that's how smart trader trade. They patiently wait for the price come to the right place and then give a big buy. So if, let's say, if euro dollar, which is a probability to come back here after the daily close, and if anyone buying euro dollar, let's say stop loss below this low, entry from here, they could hold the trade for 10 times profit. It's possible. So that's how, like, sometimes the price action give us really good opportunity. So now on the intraday perspective, you can see back to back two shooting star. If this one closing like that, the next one could do dropping here with this 20 EMA, grabbing liquidity from here and then going bullish euro gbp. So let's say if this one closing exactly like that as a doji, which is still 49 minutes, we will be covering this candle in this session. I think that the price will come back down here exactly on this 20 EMA. Euro gbp will continue to go up, a very good place for going long, and I think that's gonna happen. We might see a bullish move here, and then later we could see the daily low broken, and then finally to be bullish in this way. So the overall, the market is bullish on euro gbp, and this is 4-hour time frame. Yeah, I think I discussed on euro gbp. Thank you. Gold got high, will it go down, coach? I don't think that gold is anyway, it's time to go down on gold. I think that gold is setting up for a move to the upside, which I would say that gold this week by tomorrow at least should visit this area where 1802. So let's say that 1800 should be touching by tomorrow, by the end of the week. Gold should touch at 1800 level. For me, it's bullish. Yes, Christopher, we are having ongoing trade. We opened 2 position on euro dollar. As I mentioned, this is the trade signal alert has given to our students in the VIP Telegram channel when the euro dollar has come. And also I posted analysis on YouTube. You have seen that exactly. This is what I mentioned, that euro dollar is likely to go up from here. In the analysis, you can review that so that everyone in this YouTube community can get benefit from it. And also I have sent the exact entries, stop loss and take profit to the channel. So the first position that we closed with 2 times profit, 2% profit. The second position is running in profit, and we will keep holding that trade for a bit bigger profit target. So yeah, euro dollar trade is running. John Feliga, gold got high, will it go down, coach? Okay, so that's what I answered. I think that gold is bullish. Euro AUD, please have a look at it. Dollar yen, please, news coming. I'll look at it. Dollar yen, coach, I see head and shoulder. I'll look at it. Euro CHF. Okay, we'll look at the US30, please. Kakulan. GBPUSD, please. Yeah, no problems. Save, coach, I'm one of your VIP member, enjoying your academy. Absolutely, thank you very much for that. So I had a question that, okay, so there is Pacific, sir. Thank you for gold and euro dollar trades. I made 4250. Oh, amazing, thank you very much. Well, very good. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, that's the main thing, that everyone, that's awesome to hear that. Amazing job, thank you. You did it. Sip, coach, I'm one of your VIP member, enjoying our academy. Thank you. What time frame should I apply TF indicator? Okay, for the TF indicator, I have detailed explanation on your student dashboard. You can check out everything, every lessons on your student dashboard. For the time being, I would say that do not use below 4-hour time frame. You can look at lower time frame on 15 minutes, on 1 hour, just to see how the market structure is forming. But I would say that for the reliability is 4-hour on daily is best. As you can see that this is exactly satisfying our rules of the strategy, and it's giving us a nice looking bullish setup that we have taken. So I'll recommend not to use less than a 4-hour time frame. Christopher, John, how can I join? Yeah, Christopher, you can visit the website, link in the description, and also there is a link at the top of this chat. You can see pinned message where the website address. You can click there, go to the website, and then click join now button, and then choose lifetime access plan if you want to experience everything for the rest of your life in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. So you'll basically can buy a dream to become an independent trader, and we are working hard to make it possible for every students available in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy. One of the best, so the best trading education you will ever find. As you have seen that, in my opinion, that I have seen many education, and you can see the uniqueness that what you can find here. So let me look at yeah, I'll look at USD CAD. Okay, so what do you see that USD CAD has created price action on? If we look at the 4-hour time frame, we see that USD CAD currently dollar, as you know, that dollar is getting weaker against most of the currencies. So USD CAD has created a strong drop. Now let me look at the bigger picture. So if we look at the daily perspective, what I think that because dollar normally had comparatively weaker currency, if you look at the oil, you can see that US oil comparatively weaker. So because of that, we see that CAD getting weaker. Now little bit of a strengthening in CAD, giving some fuel on USD CAD. But what I think that this is the daily chart on USD CAD. I think this market might remain in a sideways movement. So if this is the intraday candle, as you can see on USD CAD, which is in fact coming with a strong momentum. If I look at what I see, that USD CAD is formed and what I called a head and shoulder or a bearish movement on USD CAD. Now if I look at the daily, what I see that this market currently coming down, but I think that this market might remain a little bit in a sideways for some more time, because this is the monthly price action, long-term bull. Because in comparison with other pairs, USD CAD is a little bit of less reactive, because you can see that we see a lot of sideways movement in this market due to the currency that we see. So USD CAD, to me, for the time being, we see some bearish move, but we might see some sideways movement in this instrument. So we see the lower time frame, there has been on the 15 minutes some rejection, but from this level we might see again reaction to the upside, because there is a strong drop happen. We could see some retracement in this instrument. If I look at the 1 hour chart, from this support, which is a very important level of support, from this support we could see some reaction to the upside on USD CAD. So for me, it's turning to a bearish market, but we might see some sideways movement in this instrument. Okay guys, so let's look at now. So we see with that gold giving a strong bullish price action in this. So gold, Bazaf, what about gold? Gold is showing a very strong bullish movement. Now as you can see, it is forming a bullish engulfer from a 20 EMA. So you could potentially see some strong bullish movement on gold. So the way the gold is heading is, you can see that it is forming a bullish engulfer, okay, which is closing after 39 minutes. But what I'm expecting, before going fully creating a bullish candle, we could see some downward movement for a liquidity grab, and then we could see that the price is basically pushing up. So let me look at the chart. Euro CHF. Okay, we'll look at it. Can you analyze the kind of pair DXY? Please, we will understand where the market can head to. Yeah, we'll look at DXY now. So basically, as you can see, DXY, early today I have posted analysis on DXY as well. What we have seen that DXY is, in London session we discussed it, before London session we will discuss again. So this is what I mentioned, that DXY might continue to drop, and this is what it is doing. As you can see, DXY has formed a head and shoulder as exactly expected. Okay, here with that head and shoulder formation from this previous support here turning resistance, we have seen that DXY started to drop. So for me, as you can see on the higher time frame and the lower time frame, DXY is bearish. Now if I look at the monthly chart on DXY, this is the monthly candle. You can see, first of all, there is a a strong rejection from the monthly resistance here on DXY. You see big rejection, and with that rejection, what we have seen this month, primarily the price open with a gap, a rejection happened to the downside, a drop, and then we have seen a retracement. So monthly perspective, we see that DXY is bearish. Now looking at the weekly, what we see that on the weekly perspective, DXY, this is the support zone on DXY. Okay, this is the previous support zone here, and also support here, which is turning resistance. Now with that support turning resistance, what we see that DXY, the previous day, you see this is a bearish engulfer. With that bearish engulfer, what we have seen that the price primarily rejecting. Now from this previous support turning resistance, we see that DXY is forming a strong bearish price action. If I look at the intraday perspective, this is the 4-hour time frame, which has formed a head and shoulder on DXY. You can see that head and shoulder, and now it is breaking out of this head and shoulder. So you could see some primary retracement, but for best time for taking a trade on DXY is the previous support turning resistance on this head and shoulder. That could be a good place for opening a position on DXY. So DXY looks like that, which is trying to create a strong bearish price action. Well, yeah, absolutely. So Simon, yeah, leave your question. I'll answer. Yeah, Simon, absolutely. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'll look into it. No problems. Thank you. Okay, awesome. Okay, so looking at, guys, GJ, what we see that GJ in fact has a very strong price action. We see it's moving basically in a sideways as expected. This price action, sometime you see that when yen getting stronger and GBP getting stronger, it moves in a sideways, which happens all the time in the market. Now if I look at the monthly GBPJPY, long-term picture is basically bullish. As you know that if you closely look at, you'll see that this market long-term is bullish. So how do you know a market either long-term bullish or bearish? Is from the market structure. So if you look at GBPJPY, what you see that there is a strong impulse, correction, impulse, correction, impulse. So, and also if you closely look at on GBPJPY, what you see that this doji on the monthly is in fact a big game changer. This kind of doji on the monthly, you will rarely find it. So that doji in fact is a big liquidity gap on the higher time frame perspective, because this doji basically penetrated this monthly level of support, which is very important here. It's the monthly support here, and with that monthly support we have seen that the next one has formed this bullish engulfer, and then followed by another monthly candle. So every month the passing by, we see series of higher low, including current this one here, and also lower high. But how do you understand in fact who is mainly in control? Is in fact from their from the higher low and lower high. So if you closely look at the lower high on GBPJPY, you see that lower high is not that much of far. You see it's near. But if you look at the higher low, it's a big difference. So what does that in fact mean? So when you see higher low has a big gap, that means that the buyers are stronger. But if you see that, let's say lower high has a smaller gap, difference is lower, that means that the sellers are weaker. So that is why we see that GBPJPY bias is bullish. Now this is the weekly price action. We see that it is forming a pattern, an impulse correction like that. So if, let's say, if this current candle on the weekly is remaining like that, we might see a jump on the price on GBPJPY. So if I look at the daily, we see that in fact there is a, on the daily perspective, the price action is forming to me for a bullish move. So we could see, let's say this one, if this daily candle closing like that, we might see a little bit of downward move and then a big push to the upside. For GBPJPY, yeah, it's for me it's strongly bullish. Now if I look at the intraday perspective, we see the price is now completely sideways on the 4 hour, but with that sideways movement we still can see the bullish move. If you closely look at the higher lows, you can see that the price is basically moving to the upside. So looking at 1 hour chart, even the lower time frame on the 4 hour, we see that GBPJPY has formed a very strong bullish momentum. Yeah, USD is bearish. Amarsana, thank you very much. Hi, which pattern are important in trading? Okay, very good question. Which patterns are important in trading? So basically any patterns are important based on where they are forming, but the most common patterns that we see in trading is head and shoulder and double top, double bottom. So it could be an inverted head and shoulder, or a double bottom or a double top. These are the two common patterns that mostly happens. And also there is another important pattern that I look at, which is very, very important, is this one. Okay, so I have a question for you guys. Let's say I draw two pattern here. Let me know, this is pattern A and there's one here like this pattern B. So which one to go which way? Can anybody let me know in the chat? So A, which one to move, which way the price to move. So then I'll show you an example how you can understand this pattern, but in fact which way A is moving, which way B is moving. Favor Euro GBP, I don't see any possibility for Euro GBP, because looks like that Euro GBP, let me look at again. So we might see short-term movement. Yeah, we see some short-term drop, but for me it is giving us another possibility for a bullish. Okay, so Euro GBP you can see is coming back down. So in case if this current candle is coming here, even that could be another probability for bullish. Okay, so if Euro GBP is coming back down, which is another probability for bullish move on Euro GBP. So looking at dollar yen, we see the dollar yen also has a very strong momentum to the downside. Looks like the dollar yen also highly bearish. This is what actually I early today also posted analysis on. We see a hanging man, and from this level we have seen a very strong move to the downside in dollar yen. So yeah, this is a very, very high probability now dollar yen that it will continue to drop, and it did it. In fact, it formed a head and shoulder in this important level, in this very important previous support turning resistance in this time frame, and we see that the price basically from this resistance dollar yen started to drop. And if I look at on the daily, we see the dollar yen in fact has formed very strong bearish price action. But at the same time, what I think that you see the dollar yen, what is it is likely to do, it will cross this daily's low and then we'll have another bounce. So basically, if dollar yen crosses 136.21 and in between 136.21 and 135.97, let's say in 20 to 30 pip difference, we could see another bounce up on dollar yen, so which is likely to happen. Okay, so which is pretty possible for dollar yen to have a bounce from there again. So that's how the market moves. It will never move in one direction. I think that, yeah, so it's coming back down in a zone where we can find another spike to the upside. So if we reflect that on gold, we see that there is in fact a strong movement happening on gold. And I think that, let's see what happened after closing of this candle. Would see retracement, but looks like that it's giving us in fact a strong bullish move. Now you see that it is breaking this daily's high, right? Gold, it will break the daily high, okay, and then we'll have a spike and then we'll come back down again. That's how the market moves. So this is why it is important to know that actually daily's high, daily's low, or any sessions high, sessions low, some people even trade based on that, because if you look at gold daily chart, this one, okay, now what we see that basically this is the day previous day's high on gold. Okay, now the price is just in this previous day's high, right? So what the price could do, it just first break this high, okay, and then from here we might see that basically again has a strong bounce to the downside, and then again, you know, bouncing up and down. So daily's high is so important, because if you go to the even 15 minutes, you see the price action is forming like that. So after breaking this daily high, it will come back down again to test this neckline of this previous resistance, which is turning support here. And that's how this is an order block. Now you see this breaking here, this resistance here, also resistance here, also resistance here. Now we could see after closing of this testing of this support, and then to create another bullish move. And that's how highly likely that gold will finally will travel to this level at around 1800 by tomorrow. That's what I'm expecting on gold. Okay, straight A moving downside, amazing. A go down, yeah, awesome. News coming. There is, I don't see any high impact news, probably a low impact, but for me, I don't see any high impact news coming up. Stacker be moving upside, no problems. Amarsana direction, yeah, absolutely, thank you. Rooney, bearish be bullish, no problems. Royal, a down be up, amazing. Bearish be bullish, oh, everyone is correct, very good job. What happened to indices if USD gets stronger or weaker? Okay, so basically in terms of indices, that what we could see on indices is that, let me look at, so US30, we see that very strong move happening on US30. So if we look at the daily, from this daily support, we have seen a strong bounce on US30. So this is a big move on US30 from this support as expected. If I look at the weekly, so what happened is that, let's say, as I mentioned before, is basically USD versus rest of the world. So when you see that USD is getting stronger than all other currencies, become weaker. When USD get weaker, all other currencies become stronger, and that's how normally the market moves. So with that in mind, basically the price moves from it's like a, as I mentioned earlier, it's like an energy going from one place to the other place. So basically, let's say when you have total energy or total liquidity is constant, right? So when USD getting stronger means the liquidity is going to the dollar, and then it's coming from other currency. So in the similar way, so when USD get weaker, you can see that, and we started to see, let's say US30 and all those instrument is getting stronger. So you see that US30 is getting stronger. Now on the support zone here on daily on US30, what I see that the price is creating series of higher low. You can see that a clear higher low series of with that higher low on US30. The price is respecting exactly this level, which is a very important previous resistance zone here, resistance zone here, support zone here, support zone here, and we can expect now this price to have a bounce to the upside, because it already have grabbed enough liquidity from here, tested this support. Now highly likely that this price will continue to go up. So yeah, US30 also looks like that bullish. So with that, let's say with the closing of this candle, we see that a neckline is being created with this doji, and after closing of this, we can expect now test this resistance and support or even lower than this, and once we'll see bullish price action, we could continue, we could buy US30, which is bullish. If you look at bigger picture monthly, where you see that in fact monthly US30 is bullish, right? Now if you see, this is the monthly price action, a long monthly impulse. If we take our Fibonacci for this impulse move starting to the end, we see that this is the monthly impulse where there is 38.2% Fibonacci level is this one on the monthly. Now this is the impulse on the monthly, big impulse. Now we have seen that the price didn't come to that level, but it will come over time. As I know that, as I mentioned, that when you look at the monthly, it will not come in one move. It will create a move and then go for a correction, and then will create a move. That's how the market moves. Now if I look at the weekly, we see that weekly perspective, the price action currently has, you see that it has broken this two daily weekly level. Now it is rejecting, so we could potentially see some upward movement. Now if we look at the daily, we can see that in fact a very strong movement. Now looking at this time frame on the 4-hour, what we see that in fact if we look at weekly, you can see how the market moves, which is really important, because when you see weekly, see back to back 2 weekly low is broken. So when like big boys trading, how do they trade? In fact, they trade that way, like they look at market and then they wait for an overextension in the market, and then they normally go for a trade. Okay, so if you see that US30, this market, how it has done, what we see that this is the back to back 2 weeks low has broken, and then you see now it is reversing. So let's come to the point where how to become a consistently profitable trader, if this question comes in. to become a consistently profitable trader, it's a freedom, as I mentioned. Now, to gain that freedom, the first quality that a trader needs to have is patience. Trust me, I suffered a lot because of patience, and because of patience, I have, the blown, as I mentioned before, I don't know, some of you have seen, I've blown $90,000 account when I started trading, and that was a devastating for me, and only because of patience. I remember that I opened gold trade, sell trade, and I piled up 3 positions, each 5 lots, without doing proper risk management, and then I just closed them with loss, and finally the account has gone. But when I wake up in the morning with nightmare, fully nightmare, I saw that if I did not close that position, it could turn into 500 to 600,000 in that account. But that's how it is. So what happened is, it's a patience. Patience is so important that every trader needs to develop and grow as a trader. So then how does patience give you freedom? You see that, let's review this chart on US30 on the weekly. See, when you see an uptrending market, okay, an uptrending market, so in an uptrending market, let's say you constantly look at the chart, you say to yourself, this is a bullish market, because you forget. That's what happened. I also sometimes happen. I know that it's a bullish market, suddenly I take a sell trade. It's happened because of confusion. This happened. That is why over time what I gain experience is that more analysis, more looking, not trading is the best, so that we exactly convince ourselves that this is a bullish market, only I will be buying in that market. So what we have seen that, in fact, with that movement on US30, when it has broken support, an important weekly support, okay, against the trend is your friend for the rest of your life until you are trading. That's the best thing. Trend is very friendly when you know how to use it. So we see that on the weekly support, the price has broken, and that is the hot zone to look for long-term bullish setup. Let's see now that price action on the, let's say, even a 15-minute candle. All right, you see that in that zone, when you are looking at 15 minutes, you see that, in fact, that overextension has given you a lot of good trades on the even 15 minutes. If you are trading on, let's say, why it's not going, so if you are trading on the lower time frame, you see there is a, you need to wait for a pattern to be developed. It's a nice looking double bottom breakout, and that is what the bullish setup is. Okay, so even if you trade even this much stop loss on the 15 minutes and hold the trade, you know that this is an overextended market. The price is likely to work out, and it will work out, isn't it? So that is important to develop that patience, which I always tell my students, everyone. It's all about creating an identity of a trader, so which is very, very important. Rather than trading, is creating an identity so that you can know exactly how to trade. So with that in mind, let me look at the chat area, guys. Okay, so yeah, thank you very much. Awesome, thanks for US analysis. Yeah, sir. Platinum is showing sell on TF indicator on 4 hour. I'll look at it. Usdjpy USD. So what about NAS100? So like US30 and NAS100 normally follows each other. We'll look at NASDAQ next. Sir, platinum show sell. Okay, oil, please. I'll look at oil. I see that it's creating a false breakout to the upside. Yeah, absolutely. You're right. Patience is the key to success in trading. See, patience, um, not only in trading, in fact, I saw in my own life, in every area of our life, patience is key. Those who are patient, they can win anything. So to develop patience, can anybody let me know in the chat? I mean, it's a question to you guys. What do you think that what a trader should practice to develop patience in your opinion? Because if I give an opinion, only one opinion, but if you guys let us know, then it will be many opinions, then everyone will actually relates that information with myself also. So let me know in the chat, what do you think that what can help a trader to develop patience? In the meantime, let me look at Nasdaq. So you see the Nasdaq also form a double bottom, create an overextended market. Yesterday, you remember that when this candle was forming, this is what I was mentioning, that Nasdaq is likely to be bullish. Exactly, we are closing our live session on this candle. In fact, it did, the price respected that level and started to uh, rise up. I hope that those who looked at it definitely have made money. Thank you very much. Give a big thumbs up, guys. Smash the like button and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet, so that you don't miss out any of the content that we are releasing every day. So looking at now US oil. Okay, so let's finish Nasdaq and then we'll jump onto US oil. What I see that Nasdaq, looking at monthly. Okay, so Nasdaq also came to a very important monthly level where we can find bullish opportunity. This is the monthly level. You can see where there is a monthly opening and closing. This is the support here on the monthly. Okay, we see that the price is bouncing from this level. Now, highly likely that this is now going to hit the monthly high, creating again an overextended market, or at least going to the monthly opening and closing zone, and then we might see again retreat back. Now looking at the weekly, what we see that on the weekly perspective on Nasdaq, the price already has broken all this weekly low, which is giving potential now for bullish, because in fact this impulse is a bullish impulse. Now this correction is in fact a very important correction, and we could see a nice looking price action from here to the upside. The reason is, if you closely look at a couple of weeks in this bullish market, quite a few weeks low is broken, and then from here we have seen that the price in fact created a strong impulse. Now if I look at the daily, what I see that Nasdaq created this daily overextended, and from here bullish move. I think that in this first move, Nasdaq to come at least to this daily 20 MA, which is, I can say that 11642 level to reach, and then from here we might see a little bit of again a retracement. But this current candle, which is closing in 1 hour, which is middleman, and I think that from that zone we should see Nasdaq is just creating series of higher high and higher low, and then to continue to go up. Yeah, Nasdaq is bullish. Thank you very much. How about euro dollar? Yeah, look at it. Okay, thank you very much. Please coach silver. Proper risk management. Sorry, I'm patient to take trade, but I'm unable to take any trade because I'm nervous. I lose more money. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, that's completely fine. We all are in the same, everyone in fact when a start is that way. Low risk will give us more patience. Take a week analysis without trading. Take a week analyzing without trading. Yeah, not a bad idea. That's good. Okay. So low risk will give us more patience. Okay, that's a very good question, very good answer. But what actually my question was, in fact, I know that low risk in fact will give us a very good, that what I can say, level of patience, absolutely no doubt about it. But let's say, how can you like how can you develop that patience, like a practice that I'm trying to explain, any kind of practice that that will help a trader to develop patience. Okay, so looking at silver, which is in fact copying gold. As you can see, silver is following the gold. And what I see, that if I look at the monthly, silver also bullish. Looking at the weekly, see that it is also strongly bullish now. How do I know? If you look at the monthly, you can see the previous months, this is a full body green candle. Okay, after this kind of candle in this bullish market, you can expect another candle fully to the upside. Now looking at monthly on silver, I would say that this is the zone that I can expect for this price to go ahead and test. Looking at the weekly, we see that this is a very long bullish candle. Weekly, you can see back to back 2 weeks long green candle followed by a narrow doji, which is also bullish. Looking at the daily, as you can see on the daily perspective, this is an impulse, nice looking correction. Now it is in another impulsive phase on the daily as well. Now if we look at the intraday perspective, nice looking on silver, there's a double bottom, a bullish structure. Okay, so it's clearly visible. If you closely look at, you see that this level exactly, which is the previous resistance zone, turning here, support here, and highly likely that silver will continue to rise. So we see that the price action is bullish. There is no significant level of resistance to stop this price. Aussie and 4 hour making false breakout to upside. I'll look at it. Thank you very much. Gold, platinum, yeah. Okay, platinum. Okay, let's look at platinum. I see a lot of request for platinum. So let me look at, first of all, daily. Let's look at monthly. Okay, so monthly platinum, weekly, it's bullish here. Monthly we see bullish, weekly bullish, daily platinum is 3 time frames showing bullish, monthly, weekly, daily. Let me look at intraday. What I see that, yeah, it's forming a bullish, but what it could do, platinum, this is the 4 hour time frame. What I think that it should come to this support and to create a higher low. So this current candle is closing in 4 minutes, right? Just creating series of higher low. What I think that the next one is likely to do in the next session candle, the price to come to this zone exactly, and from here we could see a bullish move. So for me, if anyone want to enter platinum trade, then I would say that above this 10 EMA along this zone could be a good position for positioning the long, keeping the stop loss below all this low and targeting, let's say, below this level will be good idea. 1.5, it's a good trade on. And so once the candle close, it should come down to test this level and then trigger and then to go up in this way. But keep in mind that some brokerage has a very high swap on platinum, so without understanding, do not open a trade. I'm not opening platinum trade, I just give you an idea, because sometimes some brokerage have very high swap on platinum. So suddenly, if you don't understand, it will be a nightmare. This happened many times to me. When I started, I opened one day natural gas trade long ago when I started trading, and I did not understand in fact how swap will work. And once I opened, I saw that just as soon as the trade opened, just minus $1,000 going up and down. And then I realized that, okay, what did I do? And then I closed the trade with $3,000 loss. So that's how, without understanding, if you open trade, it will be a nightmare. So I would recommend that before you open any trade, that's why I do not like go to a territory where I'm not sure before I fully understand in fact how it will work. It's a good idea always to remain very cautious, because protecting the capital is the most important part in trading. Goals are, yeah, absolutely. Only a DXY created inverted head and shoulder in 5 minutes. Good sell trade for reverse pairs. Yeah, absolutely, no problems. I coach, the spread for platinum is out. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm telling, that do not open platinum trade if you brokerage. Some brokerage have that, but you have to first make sure that it's working for you. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Richie, yeah, that's what happened to me, as I mentioned that. Richie, that's what happened. Yeah, Mayanak, that's a very question you have experienced. In fact, every situation. Let me tell you some of my bitter experience that I had in trading. Probably you will be able to really, because by listening, really you will see that this is what happened. By listening, you will understand, in fact, how it will really save a lot of things from you. So let me tell you some of them that I remember. Many things I didn't remember. For example, keeping a trade open on GBP and ZD, that during the weekend the spread widen a lot. And I remember that I had a bigger account that all the time. That's depending on when I was trading, different time, different account size. But with a bigger account, I kept a position open on GBP and ZD, and the price came near a sell during the daily what I can say, daily open. During the weekend the spread widens a lot, and it just took almost 30% of my account away suddenly. So this is a one very important thing when you trade a currency pair, that during, if you keep a trade open during the weekend, or even during the daytime before daily candle close, you must move your stop loss and check when the market is opening. In AUD and NZD also it happens once to me. So this is one happen, especially NZD pairs does this all the time. There is suddenly a spread widens. This is one situation that I face really horribly, and quite a few situations. Another one, let me remember many of them. As there's one I said that I open a platinum trade, yeah, natural gas, not platinum, and then $3,000-4,000 gone suddenly because of the widening spread. And there are some other, there's a exotic pair. I opened a position with this one. Let me show you. I have a separate list for exotic pair, which is this one, USD. Okay, and that one in that area, it's long ago. It's not possible to see, in fact, on the monthly. Okay, this pair, okay, it also, as soon as I open, in just 5 minutes time, closed with around 10% drawdown. So that is why when you open, if you are a complete beginner in trading, always stick to the things that you know already. For example, if you know that euro dollar is good in your brokerage, then stick to euro dollar or other pairs. So that is why I would say that if you are beginning out, a mentor is very, very important. In fact, it really plays a good role, which is, that if you have a trading account, just in a flash, it will give you a loss that more than what you can learn from a mentor. So that is why I recommend that not it doesn't have to be me. You, if you have other mentor that better than me, you think you can go for it, but I would say that go for a mentor that will help you to learn all the things that you need before you go too many losses. So with that in mind, let's jump on to euro, some of the pairs. Let's say euro dollar. What I see that euro dollar, yeah, the candle close and we see that a jump in this this trade. And euro dollar, as you know, that as I mentioned early today, we opened two positions in our yesterday's gold, two positions, and now we open to euro dollar. One we closed with 2% profit, first one. Second one is still running, which is hitting almost the profit target here. So if you want to learn that strategy that we are trading and also trade with us, have this tool in your basket, you can join us. There is a link in the description area. Visit the website, join us to learn our strategy and to become an independent, professional, profitable trader. So euro dollar, you can see there is a bullish engulfer has been formed here, and with that bullish engulfer we see a bounce happened. So let me look at all the candles that just closed to see in fact which one is doing what, so that we know exactly. Looks like that AUD and ZD. Okay, let me look at all of them. Aussie yen. Okay, let me look at Aussie yen. Okay, what I think Aussie yen is doing now is preparing for another drop, and I think that Aussie yen is going to test this daily 20 EMA and then likely to drop. So let me see full analysis. Okay, before I go to the Aussie yen analysis, I'll just look at all the pairs to see if anyone giving us an incredible trading opportunity. We see Euro GBP. The way Euro GBP has formed, you see that I think it prepared for a bullish move. Euro GBP, this candle is a very good bullish candle. It could do that. It could break this low and then could be bullish. So for Euro GBP, is anyone's trading, I would say that if you even enter here, stop loss here, take profit here, could give a good return in my opinion. Euro JPY, so Euro AUD only, I have seen that little bit of down, but which is I think Euro AUD also coming to this 20 EMA on the daily. So Euro NZD, Euro CAD. So Euro dollar is nicely bullish, but what I think that Euro dollar could do now, highly likely it will come back down again to test this 20 EMA on the 4 hour. Now for me, again, if I want to enter back to back to the third trade, if I see euro dollar again testing this 20 EMA here, and from that zone I might go again another bullish position on euro dollar. So third position from this 4 hour 20 EMA on euro dollar. Let me look at all of them. CAD JPY, GBP CAD, GBP CHF, GBP USD. So GBP USD also form a bullish price action, but we might see some deeper retracement. Okay, GJ, what it has done, look at daily. The GBPJPY is setting up for an R price. So if I turn on our TF indicator, we see there's some buy position here on GBPJPY. I think that because the way it has formed, highly likely it will come back down to this 4 hour 20 EMA, and from here we could see a bullish move on GBPJPY. For me, it is setting up for a bullish move. GBP NZD also preparing bullish move. So gold, okay, gold close. Let's jump onto gold. Clearly what's happening. Okay, this candle has formed on gold, which is a middleman. Okay, Now looking at daily, monthly. Okay, so for gold, this is a buy signal. I would say that 1787 is a good place. It has formed. Yeah, there is a buy signal according to our TF strategy on gold. Okay, we are running euro dollar trade, so probably I'll be just a little bit of patient for this price to come back down on gold for a better entry. So gold, according to our TF strategy, our TF indicator is giving us buy signal on gold. So, and also we see that all the rules is being satisfied. So I would say that gold is now strongly bullish, and yeah, I would say once the price will create a false breakout of this level on the lower time frame, I think this price, yeah, should come to test this order block. This is the previous resistance here, also resistance here, turning support, and could be good place for going long. So yeah, even it could come to this level, to the above this doji. So if I zone out that level, that zone is a hot zone for bullish setup on gold, which is pretty bullish. All right, guys, so gold showing a bullish move, so that means that in conclusion, all the you see that US30 also opened with a gap on the 1 hour chart, created a bullish candle. So all the pairs, that is the dollar getting comparatively weaker, okay, and gold is getting stronger. We see that gold has given us a bullish signal here. I'll be waiting for better entry on gold, so could be a very good place around 1787, below 87, around 1785 level. I think that, yeah, that could be a good zone for creating a buy order. So better, I normally try to make the entry a bit better informed decision on the real market chart, unless I'm very far from my desk. So I would say that at some point we should see some retracement or to the downside along this level, and from there we could see a bullish move. So thank you so much. No problems, adventure. Mohanat, US oil, please look at US oil. So gold is bullish to me. US oil, I think that this market, let me look at, this is the daily candle. US oil now, I think, preparing for another drop, okay, because as you can see on the daily, it has a drop correction, though this daily candle not closed, but you can see this current candle has a liquidity gap. So US oil, I think that now will drop, because you see there is already, once there is a false breakout here, exactly this level, now little bit of overextended. You can see that clearly. Okay, this was the previous one. Let me turn off this 10 EMA. Okay, so if I look at this, see it has formed little bit of overextended, tested this 20 EMA. I think that now US oil is preparing for another drop. Okay, we might see another push up testing this 20 EMA on the 4 hour, but finally we could see at least short term some drop on US oil at this point. Mayanak asks, how did you recover yourself from all such situation? Please tell if that time allows. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so the way I recovered is like, all situation did not came in one day. Yeah, definitely, but you know, not quitting, like stick to the game. See, we can consider a situation in two ways. The way we interpret that really change everything in our life. So what I did whenever I faced a situation where I'm in trouble, or maybe I had a loss or anything like that, I take it as a lesson, and I always program myself to think in that way. Always any defeat comes is a lesson. In fact, is a lesson. That the inventor of light bulb, Thomas Edison, he was asked that when he invented the light bulb, he was asked that you took 1000 failed experiment before getting this light bulb. Now he said that actually I didn't take 1000 failed experiment. In fact, to reach that place I had to climb 1000 steps, and it's there. I had to climb that step. So that's how I program my mind. When I had a defeat, I say that okay, this is how I have to go there, and this is the way of going, rather than so without passing that threshold I can't go there. So that's how it is. That's how I think that gave me a strength, like thinking in a way that okay, it's not a defeat, it's in fact a lesson that I had to learn to become a trader. Without learning that, no one can become. So I learned it, and the information is transferable. See, Thomas Edison did that. Now he invented the light bulb. Now a technician doesn't need that much of effort, right? He knows all the information, all the formulas, and he can now replicate the things. So the same way, the information is transferable. That's why I'm sharing everything with you, all my strategies available everywhere, so that you can get informed, so that you can avoid some of the pitfalls that I have gone through. So let me look at Barry. Was there a singular time when you stopped making and matured as a trader? Was so let me look. What's the question? Was there a singular time where you stopped and Barry, can you clarify this question? Actually, I tried to understand. I understand probably, but if you just clarify this question, it will be easy to answer. I understand you mean, like, is it a sudden, or can you clarify this question a little more? Very well said. Thanks sharing your thought. No problems, Mayanak. Thank you very much. It's a new 4-hour candle started. Can you have a look? Hold again to see how much can I. Yeah, I think that gold is showing bullish. So yeah, so gold is showing bullish move. After retracement, we can expect a bullish move on gold. If I look at the 1-hour chart, you see this market structure is cleanly bullish. You see the series of higher low being created. This is 1-hour chart on gold, and nice looking, very clean price action. Yeah. So yeah, Forex law, you can go to the website. There's a lot of reviews. You can visit the website and get it. Yes, everything is there. Thank you very much. Your NZD Vince, sir, can you briefly explain liquidity gap? Vince, okay, so liquidity gap So looking at liquidity grab. Okay, so looking at liquidity grab, before also I explained, let me look at it again. So liquidity grab is basically, let's say this one is a liquidity grab. Okay, now let me tell everything from A to Z so it becomes easy. Let's say this is a resistance until here. I'll just quickly clear up so that you can understand. Now let's say the price is here, right? Now we see that in the past the price respected this level. This is how the normally trading education comes in play, and we see that this is the previous resistance zone here. Okay, so what we know that, okay, because the price respected a couple of times here, highly likely the price will respect here, right? That's how we learn in trading. So probably everyone will short from here, stop loss above this high, and take profit, let's say here. Now everyone will do the same thing. Now, like we think in the same way, everyone thinking the same way, so there will be a lot of stop loss here. Okay, now when we are selling, keep in mind, we are thinking that I'm a seller in the market, but in fact your stop loss is a buy order. So what price does is, normally price moves from liquidity to liquidity. So your stop loss is, even if no one is looking at your trade, those who knows how the market moves, they knows people's psychology, where they put their stop loss, so they knows where is in fact the liquidity. So somehow the price moved there. Okay, the price reached there, now stop loss hit. So when, let's say you are a seller, but when your stop loss is hitting, you turn into a buyer. So when you buy, there is a seller on the other side. Okay, so that's how liquidity grabs. So what happened is that when the price grab liquidity, let's say you are a seller, the price should drop, right? But instead, when it goes up, you turn into a buyer. So if you buying, then who is selling? Is the big boys. They're selling, and they sell the market with a better price, because when the price has gone up, it's better now. They sell with a big drop. The price has come in direction that you expected, but just after hitting your stop loss. And that's how the liquidity gap works. That's how liquidity gap is. So yeah, so just need a little bit of practice to master these things, little bit of time. That's not that much of difficult. So just that's why I repeat these things many times, because once you see once, listen twice, triple time, fourth time, finally it will become your in your thinking, in your understanding. That's how anything works. Repetition. In any kind of lesson, repetition is the key to do anything in life. A man can change himself completely, create a new identity, or any kind of things happens through repetition. First to find an ideal, and then to repeat it over and over again. Anything is possible. I always make money at London session but lose it all in US session. Can you advise me how to keep my profit? Very good question. It's not alone your adventure portal. It's in fact in the beginning everyone. Okay, it's a part of the game. So then how you can overcome it? The only way you can overcome is, what I would say, that is being patient. Give yourself some time and do not blow out. That's only that best, because everything comes from patience and learning, and accept the fact that, see, there is a when we accept something, we transcend it. That's called transcendence. So transcend means you overcome it. How does it work? let's say if you say to yourself, every time I do this, I make, as an example, that I also used to do that, saying that I make money in Asian session, now I'm losing in London session. So in fact, what we are telling inside us is that I'm not a good trader, that I used to say a lot. So what happened is that when we create a belief inside us that I'm not a good trader, then what I will do is I'll do something to make it happen that I'm not a good trader. That is why say to yourself that I'm a good trader. Always focus on something that you are learning, you are doing well, okay? And that will make you really, really a good trader. It's the way it happens. So how you can explain to yourself, for example, that as I mentioned earlier today, one of you asked, when I had gone through these difficulties and losses, how did I explain to myself is that it's a learning curve. So that's how it works. So you can say that I'm doing better than anyone. I lost in London session, I make money in London session, lose in New York session, but at least I made money in London session, right? So I'm a good trader. I'm becoming a trader day by day. It just needs time. That many times you have defeat, keep saying the same thing so that you can convince yourself that you are a good trader. The day you truly create a conviction of being a good trader, you become that. It takes time, just need a practice, and then you can become. There's no doubt about it. News in Euro, yeah, absolutely. So can you please tell about your, okay, so look, every information is on the website, you can go to there. So it's basically strategies, foundation, trading courses, and also there's a VIP chat group. So all information in detail explained on the website. You can go there and read through all of them. Any question, let us know in the live chat. Thank you very much. Okay, so let me look at now all those pairs, and then we'll see. Okay, so dollar yen, nice looking bearish price action, but for the time being, okay, so on dollar yen, you know what I think that dollar yen, the way it is doing is, we might see some, this is the weekly candle on dollar yen, and we might see some little bit of sideways movement. Okay, if I look at the daily, there is a bearish candle, but what I think that we might see a little bit of bullish effort on this one, and then finally we could see a drop. You see the price is now moving in a sideways. From this zone we might see again little bit of penetration to the upside, and from that zone we might see that dollar yen is coming back down again, so which is in fact bearish price action. But as you have seen, already has dropped, so it will go up again. This zone is a vacuum in dollar yen, as you can see. So euro USD, okay, look, going back to euro USD. Okay, so euro USD, my view, as you have seen, we closed one with profit, the other one is running. And what I would say that the euro dollar, at some point we should see now some retracement. I don't think that euro USD price will be able to go like that. So what I think that on euro USD, the price will come back to this level again, this 20 EMA around 1.0506 level, and from that level we might see that again picking to the upside. So if I look at daily chart, which is giving us a clear idea, what I would say that euro dollar, let me look at full daily chart. Okay, so you see that the previous day there is a strong bullish candle. Today the price already, there is a bullish effort now going back to 4 hour. Okay, there is one thing that you need to keep in mind. let's say if this current candle remain like that, narrow doji, a bullish doji on euro dollar, if this candle didn't break down to this level, or let's say after grabbing liquidity from here on 4 hour, it has gone up and closed as a doji, then we should see that euro dollar is going up. So for me, it's a bullish price action, but as I mentioned, at least we should see some effort from the seller to create a deeper retracement, and then we could see that euro dollar is going up. Okay, like the gold price, you can see that after retracement it has again creating another bullish engulfer. See the green candles on the 15 minutes on gold, which is giving a strong bullish candle on the 4 hour also. So yeah, so finally we came to a conclusion that from this session, gold is showing a strong bullish move, euro dollar is bullish, GBPUSD is bullish, indices NASDAQ and US30 showing strong bullish price action, and US oil might move sideways or might continue to drop. All right, guys, hopefully that you enjoyed this session. Give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. And also, if you want to learn our strategies and also trade with us, you can find a link in the description area to join us to learn our strategies and have all the trading tools and groups available, be part of the community. So with that said, I'm gonna end this trade and I'll see you very soon. Tomorrow is Friday, very important day. As news is coming, definitely we should have some even live trade if available during this live session, or before or after live session. Definitely there will be trade on USD pairs news coming up, and last day and first day of trading is always best day for me, so don't miss out anything. And also join the free Telegram channel for all the updates fastest time possible to receive. Thank you very much. I'll see you again, and have a good night or good morning or good afternoon where you are. See you tomorrow in 2 live sessions.